Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Swordhaven. And if you're watching this on the day it goes up, Happy Christmas. Hope you have a lovely time. Let's go speak to this fellow, sitting on the docks by the edge of the river. A bewhiskered fisherman bows in greeting and asks in a low voice, "'Tis a lovely day for fishing, eh, lass?" Is that a Viva La Dirt League reference? It could be. Is it? I don't know. Not an angler, huh? I see. I see. Glances back at the gently flowing river. Why are you speaking so softly? To not scare away the fishes, of course. He'll nod and whisper, "Ah, gotcha, right." He turns his attention back to his float. So why are you fishing here of all places? He straightens his back and plants his hands on his hips. It's a good angling spot. Worth the long walk from my cabin over yonder. Really? What makes it so good? The fact that it's so far from my home. The old battle axe doesn't know a thing about it. The man's laugh is joyless. There's a twinkle of regret in his eye. That's not the real reason, is it? Aye, you're right. I shouldn't have said that. He looks down at his feet. The real reason is the legend. What legend? There's a tale about a golden fish that can be caught somewheres around here. The thing is said to fulfill any wish you can think of. And what would you wish for? I was thinking about... He weighs his options. Oh, I know. A magic porridge pot. Or maybe 7 league boots. He shrugs. I don't know. I'll think of something when I hook the wee beastie. Why not fish for it outside the village? The woods aren't safe for late. That, and well, a barbarian soothsayer told me I'd catch the bloody thing right here in Clamreach. Well, if you're destined to catch it, I certainly shouldn't try, especially after the horrible luck I've had with Lima's Bell. You know, I'd love to catch such a fish. Everyone says that, which is why I was gonna keep my goal a secret. Alright? As she says, aight. Like black people do. We go, aight! So fine. You know. What's the biggest fish you've ever caught here? A magical migratory tiger-bellied horsefish. It was this big. He spreads his arms and legs so wide he almost tumbles into the river. Wanted to get the thing's head stuffed, but it melted into sludge while I was hauling it back to the farm. That's not even that far. Alright. I don't want to join in, so I'll just... All of these options just prolong the conversation. I'll just stare at him in silence. You alright there? And all I can do is get back into the conversation. He lowers his voice. Aye, anything else fish related floating around in that noggin of yours? You seen anything suspicious in the village lately? Nay, but then again, I'm no local. Well, I'll have to go find myself a local then. Don't scare away the catch.
I'm on it.
And we'll leave him to his endeavour. Might as well explore the rest of the docks a little bit though. Now here... This I think is new. I don't remember this being here in early access. You stand before a raft fastened to a rope which hangs across the river. Its other end is anchored on the far shore, which is lined by steep cliffs. Let's study the far shore. Nothing much to see. Reeds obscure most of the beach, while the crowns of old-growth conifers atop the high cliffs hint at a forest beyond. Let's use the rope to get to the other side. What might seem difficult for a man alone is no challenge for a team. You and your companions seize the rope and begin hauling the raft toward the far shore. Heave! In the middle of the river, your strength starts to give out. Have you the endurance to carry on? I certainly hope so. Heave! Whew! You land safely on the secluded beach.
Nice
and begin
and
to
smooth.
explore it.
Forget about it.
We can't go any further this way. Okay. But if we do explore a bit, there's a chest right here and some herbs and what looks like a digging spot, although we do not apparently detect it as such. Let's go back to this chest. Oh, mystery chest.
Locked.
You are locked.
This
Master level locks picking. Okay, gonna be a while before we can do that then. Thatched roofs, chimney smoke and drying laundry greet you from the other side of the river. Let's use the rope to return to the village. I clicked it already, how many times? You make it back safe and sound, whirlpools and cross currents be damned. Well, we now have 3 very challenging locks, which give us a reason to return here. Let's just map out this portion of the village. There's a scarecrow. We could go raid it. There may be traps. Oh, scarecrow, what do you have for me? Some marbles and animal hides. Okay. At this point, we've explored most of the village. Sorry. Oh dear.
Fine, I'll do it.
Now I think it's time to cross the river and try and deal with the barbarians and the wolves. So far, we haven't found very many clues about anything suspicious going on in the village just yet. So it would appear the presence of the barbarians is rather unjustified. Let's see how that plays out. A lean, straight-backed man in a travelling cloak walks towards you, leading his horse by the reins, and if you think he looks like some bloke from Star Trek, I think so too. The horse is of the West Viltimian breed. Swift, vigorous, and surprisingly agile. Despite its plain-as-dirt appearance, such animals are highly sought after by couriers, caravanners, mercenaries, and anyone else who spends a lot of time on the road. Let's study the wayfarer. He has an expensive horse. Judging by the stranger's neatly trimmed beard, simple but clean clothes, and the noble sword at his side, this fellow isn't some ordinary adventurer or caravan hand. But then who is he? Good day to you. Greetings, sirrah. I hope the road is treating you well. He speaks with a slight, hard-to-pinpoint accent. Indeed it is, thank the dragon. A pleasure to hear. He looks around before continuing. But I'd be careful out there, nonetheless. A pack of hungry wolves roams the area just past this bridge, you see. It's only thanks to Cinnamon, he strokes the mare's mane, that I escaped their slavering maws. Yet the grey ruffians got awfully close when I stopped to let her drink from the river, so I'd look for another route if I were you. Thank you for the warning. Any time. We travellers ought to help each other out, right? Where are you headed? Oh, would you mind introducing yourself? Isn't it customary for the one who's asking to introduce themselves first, sir? Fair enough. My name is, and I'll be completely honest, the man takes a quick glance behind him, then nods. Gwyneth of the Lakes. Glad to make your acquaintance, Gwyneth of the Lakes. He bows. Nephos of Mulcadir at your service. And where are you headed, Nephos of Mulcadir? I'm looking for someone. An old friend. He was supposed to visit us in Swordhaven, but never showed up. Oh. This could easily be... Let's hold off, because we knew a man called Xanfor who was supposed to meet someone in Swordhaven. Is he a family friend? Not quite. We're colleagues. Good friends too, naturally. Do you need any help? He gives you a critical once-over. Nah, but thanks for the offer. Now, we could ask if he's referring to the poor fellow named Xanfor who perished, but Xanfor told us to go to Swordhaven and give this item to someone very specific. And I can't remember that man's name right now, but it wasn't Nephos of Mulcadir. I wish you luck then. Yes, I do hope he's well. Did you see anything interesting out there? No, praise the heavens, but I've heard most unsavoury rumours about a band of convict hunters operating along the shore. That's another good reason to keep your guard up, and convict hunters will be an issue in the future. I see. Well, it's time to say goodbye. With a courteous nod, the stranger springs into the saddle with the dexterity of an experienced rider and gallops off into the distance, leaving only a trail of dust behind. Now, that fellow is bad news. If we had said, oh, are you looking for Xanfor? He would have used a spell to render us immobile or senseless and steal the amulet from us. Fortunately, we still have it in our possession. And I am going to just make sure I've got this little bit here if I can. Excellent, I can. Good. And you notice when the darkness gets like that, it's not a weird bit showing, it's the vertical edge of the bottom of the water. It's weird, because you go like that and you can see it clipping in there. It's interesting. But that's the way they did it. Okay. Let us return to the bridge and make our way across it in search of the wolf pack. Interestingly, the camera zooms in slightly on the bridge to exaggerate the perspective of its raised surface and then out again as we descend on the far side. I'm going to pick a few flowers and then I'm going to cautiously search the area for a large pack of wolves, which should be over there. Now, the wolves and barbarians may be operating together, so that's another reason to try and tackle the wolves first on their own. Oh, but actually... Arcanum the Enlightened. Definitely not Nephos of Mulcadir. And while he did say we, bring it to us, we've been looking for him or something, I'm not sure we can necessarily trust this. It was very much a Arcanum style, take this to this one person, keep it safe, keep it secret. With no envelope and no casting of the ring into the fire to No, not that time. Earlier, to reveal the letters. Obviously, we have swung wide of the road. And I'll just get out this little bit. We'll get it on the way back, essentially. Okay, we'll have that as well while we're in the area.
Nice and smooth.
And we will have to be cautious because wolves do tend to operate in large groups. How are we doing for... Oh, we have some healing potions. Okay, yeah. That's a relief. We're now very close to their territory. There we go, and here they come. It took damage. Did it bite one of the others? Alright, I'm thinking maybe we can utilize this gap between the tree and the rocks defensively. So let's hold. Advance the knight. And keep the farmhand back for a little. I see 2, 5, 6 wolves and 3 of us. That's not ideal. So you just back up ever so slightly. And very micro movements. And let them come to us. Hopefully they will cover such distance that they have no action points left to attack. And speaking of attacking, let's make a precise strike. And strike again. Alright. Well, sir. Smack it. Oh, not great. Better. We're no longer outnumbered 2 to 1, but it's pretty close. You notice they are ganging up excessively. Let's try our full triple strike. Because 356s are... No, we got 2 hits, that's good. And we get a 4th attack. Excellent. Now it's only 4-3. Much better odds. Oh, excellent stuff. Let's go out to here. Treniotta has the least protective gear, so we should hold him back a little and use him as an off damage. Oh, there's just 2 wolves left. Where's the other one? It's way back there. Okay, we'll just come in and whack at this one there a bit. This will... Oh, it's going for the knight. Okay, excellent. And again, it's somewhat hard to justify calling him a knight with his current lack of knightly attire. Alright, the herb is very tricky in that it is interfering with our ability to target the beast. Really, you couldn't go around the other way? Okay, fine. There we go, and let's loot all their bodies. That went quite well. Very well indeed. And what have we here? A blacksmith's hammer, a copper ingot, and a skeleton. The skeletons usually have good items on them. Worn knife and some weak poison. I'm not sure we need the poison that much. Although there's probably a time when it'll be useful. Okay. We are valiant slayers of beasts. Now to go deal with the barbarians. And the local priest gave us some advice on how to handle the barbarians. And at the time, I did not utilize the note-taking feature because I had not remembered that it existed. In fact, I don't think I'd ever used it before. So, I went back and watched a previous video and took some notes. Actually, I took a screenshot, then I took some notes, because if I shrink down the game to get a screenshot up, it might mess with stuff a little bit. So hey, here is an altar, upon which is another knife. A lot of blades in this area. And as we know, I do like mapping out the area to the best of my ability. However,
Okay.
I can do a fair bit of this on the return journey. For now, though, we have another hole in the map represented by this great towering edifice of stone. That's not really an edifice, is it? It's not carved to represent anything. But I'm still quite pleased with how the encounter with the wolves went. That could have gone much nastier. I will explore the lowland here up to the edge of this ridge and then just progress forwards. And the barbarians should be somewhere over here. Ah, there's a man. And he's running back, having seen us, to report to his friends. Let's enter this camp. And we're going to go speak directly to the leader. But we're going to make sure it's Gwyneth speaking, because she's the one who can speak their tongue. This hirsute fellow watches you through narrowed eyes, beneath bushy, furrowed brows. Perhaps he's waiting for you to speak first. Gintar whispers, "This must be the barbarian leader. Take care when speaking to him. In Slurium I shall say, I come in peace." The barbarian barks a command at his comrades. "Zuga somt silk, kuni utangu somt, sitsu act." They immediately fall silent as he addresses you. "You speak Slurium. Very impressive." "What should I call you?" "Call me Mendakuain, the bringer of vengeance." "Why are you camping here?" "Why does a bird build her nest in one tree and not another?" "Because a bird is free to do whatever it wants?" "Indeed, and so are we." "That doesn't answer my question." "Doesn't it? How regrettable." "I suppose I'm not going to get a clear answer." "To be sure, Slurzugin." "Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord Dragon?" The warrior winces as if he's accidentally bitten into a stink bug. Seems it's a hard no. "Well, please. I won't take up a lot of your time, I promise." He rolls his eyes. "Oh, fine. Just make it quick." "Thank you. You won't regret it." "I am waiting." So, I now have my notes here. And according to the local priest, we should start with speaking of the hills of Samay. We'll describe the hills of Samay, where the souls of the righteous dwell. "This place you speak of sounds very good." The barbarian's eyes brightened slightly. "Tell me more." Next we have the Abyss. We will tell him about the Abyss, where sinful souls are sent to suffer before their rebirth. The torments you describe. I wouldn't want to end up in that dark and bottomless pit. So, the prophets and the enlightened. We shall recount the lives and tribulations of different prophets and enlightened saints. The stories about the different holy men and women seem to fascinate your listener. Not too surprising, since most of the accounts are short, but rich with aphorism. And then we will list all the heavenly keys for Dragon Cult's most important edicts. The rules sound simple enough. Hey, we're supposed to get onto the Abyss, the abandonment of the 12 fetters next. He shakes his head. That's enough for today. He ponders before continuing. You've given me something to think about. Maybe your dragon and his ways are the true path. Who knows? And we gain experience points, so I think we've done well there. My advice is to continue pursuing your spiritual journey. Rather than saying, spread this knowledge among your people, neophyte. He doesn't reply. The villagers complained that you've been harassing them. Oh no, where did you learn to speak Kudonian? Many of us study your tongue in times of to trade, in times of peace, and parley in times of strife. I too am learning your language. A worthy pursuit. However, you will find no tutor in me, as I am also a student. And may you never meet those who taught me, curious one, for they are named sword, arrow, and spear. Now we shall raise the relevant point. The villagers complained that you're harassing them. You condemn a bee chasing a honey-eater and proclaim it to be cruel, but the bird's beak is drenched in stolen honey. I'll wait to see what he says next. The same happened here. Perhaps you should explain what you mean. We are hunting, how you say, a rat that cracks the acorn not out of hunger but to see the tree weep. A slayer of our holy man who escaped justice and hid in this village. One of the locals is harboring this, Saitzoa queen. Of that I am certain. Perhaps they don't know this person is a killer. Wait, who did he slay exactly? It was Zandagiliain, or how you say, Craig Hark. What? Forgiveness, I was clearing my throat. Zandagiliain was our medicine man. For half a moon he tended the stranger's wounds. And what thanks did he get? A stone to the back of the head. Are you sure he was slain by the one you seek? Who else? When we found the healer dead, the stranger was gone. His trail led us here. Perhaps whoever is hiding him doesn't know of his crime. It doesn't matter. We made our reasons clear to the village headman, but he refused to listen. Oh, it's gone less Eastern European or more Welsh now. Blimmin' heck. A grievous insult indeed to give milk to the snake that bite your neighbour. Would an honourable man act this way? Now that's really Welsh. Would an honourable man act this way? What can you tell me about the killer? Very little. Our people found him roaming aimlessly in the mountainside. He fell at our feet wounded and exhausted. Out of pity, they carried him to the village like a mother carries her young in a papoose, and straight to the clan's leader. What do you intend to do with him?
He will be judged. He quickly adds, fairly, of course.
I see.
The elders sent us after this mad dog, for the old healer was well liked. We tracked him to this village. The locals refused to let us in. After giving you a once-over, he says, "Can you help us? Find the man we seek and convince him to come out."
Have you tried talking to the villagers nicely?
You already know how our meeting with their headman went. I admit I am the stupid one here, but if I had been more clever, we would have disguised ourselves as merchants and scouted the area fast. But alas.
I'm sure you have a second plan.
Yes, well, we are considering kidnapping a child from a village and using him as a hostage. But the locals grew suspicious, and now their young never stray far past the gates.
You know, that doesn't sound like a good plan.
Hey, we wouldn't have harmed the child. All we want is to exact our revenge, not start a blood feud.
Fine, I'll see what I can do to help.
Zoom Bidenkatu Ak. Good luck to you.
Let's leave until we know more on the matter. The native gives you a parting nod. The other barbarians do not speak to us. Let's get everyone in the party and continue our exploration of the area. So now we have a better understanding of what is going on. These barbarians feel aggrieved, they feel wronged, and I believe them when they say their holy man was killed, their healer. They probably do deserve some kind of restitution. We do not yet know if the individual they seek lies in the village. If they have tracked him here, oh hello, more wolves, then someone or a group of people must be hiding him. You know what, let's fall back to the tree. And you fall back ever so slightly more as you're lacking in protection. There we go. We now have a supposed defensive position. Really? Okay, well let's try this one then. Better. Tren the Otter. Get in there and mess this wolf up, would you? Oh, that's tragic. Okay, try again. Oh, good dodge that wolf, eh? Right. Let's go for a headshot. Especially as it doesn't cost any more action points than a normal attack. That's right, spread the damage. I say, not knowing where the back wolf's going to go yet. Alright, that all works out quite nicely, so we will chop away with our blades and bash with our hammer. Alright, go psycho kill. And miss all 3 times. Okay then, fine. That's a little better. And bop. Nope. Bop. Much better. And move to present another target. Oh, that's not great accuracy, is it? We'll have to work on that weapon skill. There we go. 3 wolves down. Nothing to do with black orcs or black hawks.
Nice and smooth.
Now then. Let us...
Spotted something.
Okay, I see traps. Not good.
Still here.
Now with that many traps around a chest, We would like to hope it's not locked. But it could be both.
At your disposal.
Locked.
It's locked. Okay, what do we need?
I could have done it with my eyes closed.
We can do this one. We have some saltpeter, arsenic, green vitriol. Don't throw that in someone's face. Dried sorrel leaf. It is sorrel leaf, not sorrow leaf. And some glue, meaning we can make another protective item. Why are we missing Treniotta?
Yeah.
You keep coming with us. Good man. I'm now going to explore this area, see what else we can find. Because we are hunting things like experience points, which can be quite elusive, as you may be aware. And look, we're nowhere near leveling yet, but it will help close the gap. Someone was having a picnic out here. Basket with a fish in it, okay. Not much of a picnic, and it's a pretty dangerous area to be having one. We might want to go drink from a well sometime soon. Then we could come back out here with our renewed vigour. Or we could just continue exploring. I think we can yeah, okay. We can tackle at least one more group of wolves. Then we'll have to start thinking about using potions. Well, mate, you're right here.
Let's help the village.
Excellent stuff. And back up ever so slightly while your friends come in to help you. You know what? No. Leg shot. And we missed anyway. Okay. I thought we could try and lock it in so that it... Oh, didn't like that. Oh, it's for rock. Got it, okay. Beautiful stuff. That's starting to look like some serious damage there now. I think we got this one under control. We will take a potion though. Ow. Those misses are hurting. Right, if we back out this way... Lady, really, you couldn't walk around that way? Fine. Yeah, share the love, please. Mate, you're right here. Why can't you...
Can't do that.
Look, it's really easy.
Nah, sorry.
Why can't you attack the wolf?
Thou shalt be found.
There we go. At least your allies had the ability to do so.
Fine, I'll do
Clearly he was feeling a bit confused and uncoordinated for a while there. Alright, looks like we'll be hitting a map edge pretty soon. Oh, actually 2 map edges, okay. Oh, there's a skeleton. Delightful. Oh! Leather vest, skull cap, a venerable claymore, 5 to 8 damage is terrible, and farewell to Kestutis. My beloved Kestutis, I know you cannot read this. Over the years I've come to accept the truth. I stand beside your grave and know that you are still near. As the earth reclaims your body, you are not disappearing, but becoming part of our land, our home. Liepa just gave birth to her first, a son. We call him Kestas, Gediminas. Gediminas is a man now, and I am more and more, and I see more and more of you in him every day. I cared for them, and when you could not, protected them when you had already given everything to do so. I could have let the past lie if Vilkas had not reappeared. I do this not for revenge, but because I will not let him hurt our family. He will take no more from us. I cannot let your sacrifice be in vain. I love you, Kestutis. Faithfully yours, Victoria. P.S. If someone finds this note on my corpse, please grant me the dignity of a proper burial. Know that I only ever tried to be the best wife and mother I could. Vilkas, however, leave him for the crows. The man, if he can be called that, deserves no such respect. Take whatever you wish, for I need nothing more from him. Can we... We cannot bury the dead. However, this two-handed sword is very heavy. We have a knight who can carry it. Speaking of which, you know what? These were designed for a woman, so... There we go. We now have some protective... Oh goodness, that is terrible, isn't it? Okay, let's take that off.
Okay.
And make sure we can find or create something better. Now, there were quite a few wolves in this area, and we're going to find what had attracted their attention soon. But first off, can we get a little bit of a dent in here, please? Yes. Good. And at this point, we are almost done with the village. But clearly, there is unfinished business. Here is a dead sheep. Presumably the wolves have been eating it. We'll salvage what we can, for there may be use for it just yet. Oh. We'll have that as well. And I think we should at least go back and report our success in the wolf culling matter. And see if we can further our investigation any more. I might leave the investigation in the village for another episode because it's likely to take a bit of a while. Just quickly checking for anything we might have missed in the area. Hello?
I'm on it.
And then we are... another scout reporting back that he's seen us. That's okay. So far, fairly successful episode. Maybe I should keep going. Perhaps it's a Christmas miracle. What are we missing here? There is more exploration to be done.
Nice and smooth.
Oh, what's that? Amanita lunaria. Very blue, whatever it is. Ginormous blue mushrooms. Presumably, some kind of crafting ingredient. Speaking of which, we are probably not going to increase our crafting skills very much anymore. Because before we reach the next level, or shortly after we reach the next level, we are liable to, or likely, to obtain a new party member who is a master craftsman. Although ironically he does not use any of the items that he makes. Okay, we'll head... Oh, wait, hang on. Ooh. Ooh. So, actually, 22... Oh, we do not have much, do we? Okay. Wait, no, we got the scissors. Okay. I think I know what we're going to do here. I'm liking this idea. First, we'll head into the Smith's Forge. Shall we? Brother Gintar is often on the receiving end of a bit of a beating, so he could do with a little more protection. Let's do that. We have the means at our disposal. So if we go armor, 2 leather strips, you say? Oh, look. Oh, the draw knife. Bloody hell. Right, okay. Which you normally use for wood, but I suppose you could also use it for... Oh, if we go for just one... 256. Yeah, we ain't doing that anytime soon. Okay. Although... if we pop some of these in here, tidy up our inventory a little bit. Not much, mind, just a little. Yeah, we'll keep these for the innkeeper. Is that a staff or it's a handle? Okay, good. And we'll just scout out around here a little bit while we're at it. We do need to be asking more people if they've seen anything strange over the course of our investigation. Aha, we can go all the way out here, can't we? Just to the end of this one, which might get rid of some of that over there. Nope. But it looks like it's too small to be visible on the map. And I'm just going to clear out this area because there's nothing much here apart from a picnic, which probably belongs to the blacksmith and his family, so I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to steal their surprise outing. Why ruin their day? And I'll... Oh, hello, what's in this hollow stump, though?
Not the flies! The flubber flies!
Ow, that's a lot of attacks. Okay. Well, let's take aim and try to strike with some degree of accuracy. There we go.
Okay.
Excellent stuff. I would like to imagine they were attracted to the picnic, but instead they were hiding in the stump. Oh. We'll move too soon. Oh, they've made it so it's easier to get rid of this area. Brilliant. Can we? We can.
I've
Good
spotted
stuff.
something.
Oh, and what have you found? Okay, more supplies. And let's head into town. Go to the well, make our report. And be pleased of our progress. So far we're doing pretty well here. But there's obviously a dark secret hiding in this village if someone is hiding out. Don't worry, I know exactly where it is. I played early access, but we must follow our investigation. You know, well, let us drink from the well. The water doesn't have any aftertaste and seems clean enough. As a matter of fact, you feel positively refreshed. Well, no time to stand mucking around the well. It's pretty cool down there. Chilly, cold, with water in it. So people apparently talk around the thing for some reason. And there's little paper cups that are rubbish and like single use. Which isn't good for the environment, really. I'm going to go for plastic cups, which is even worse. We're taking the oil out of the ground. Anyway.
I'm on it.
Speaking of which, though. Yeah, I know. Still spending time with his bottle, the peasant sits up straight when he sees you approach. Anything you wanted? The wolves are dealt with.
Got all of them, eh? Goodness, what a relief. You have our thanks, lass. And not just that, but also a wee reward. I put aside for such an occasion 40 dinars for a job well done. But, leave off the haggling, alright? I'm a little short on coin right now.
Well, you know what, in that case, keep it. And we get more experience points for saying keep the money.
Charity always makes me suspicious, but if that's your will, fine.
About the barbarian menace. The village headsman shifts closer in his chair. I'm still working on it.
Keep your wits about you on the road.
We clearly need to find out more information. Maybe going for a few more questions option would allow us to investigate further. But for now,
Nice and
I
smooth.
think I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.